You probably clicked on this video because you want something different, whether you're seeking inner peace, deeper connection with the universe, personal growth. You're here to start a spiritual journey, and you came to the right place. Hello everyone, my name is Key. I'm a spiritual R&B artist who loves self-improvement and anything that has to do with becoming a better version of yourself and helping others. One disclaimer to remember is that this path is unique for each and every individual person, so I can't tell you every single little step to take. I'm quite literally here to guide you based on what I've learned, so take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. When I say that, I mean, for example, let's say I say that oranges are blue, and something in you is like, no, oranges aren't blue. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't apply to me. That doesn't feel right. I don't see how oranges are blue. Then it probably doesn't resonate with you right now in this moment. Nothing is set in stone, so you could always come back and be like, I see where oranges are blue now. Like I didn't see it before, but you'll probably have like crazy experiences. You'll learn stuff along the way, and then you'll be like, I see oranges are blue. First, let's understand what spirituality even means. It's not about following set, strict rules and beliefs. Instead, it's about exploring your inner self and connecting with something greater than yourself. This could be nature, the universe, or a higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, something that's just bigger than thou. The point of spirituality, in my opinion, is to get back to your authentic self, the way that you were as a child, but just with more knowledge, with more maturity, with more learnings and skills on how to manage your emotions and your thoughts and to balance them. Also to live the human experience with all that it comes with. So the ups, the downs, the goods, the bads. And again, there's no one that knows you and your path and the things that you desire. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't have your desire. I know that one's hard because I've been going through it all the time, but don't let anybody tell you that you can't have your desire, that you don't know what you're talking about, that you don't know who you are. And we literally now live in a time where you can do anything, you can be anything. The barrier to entry is like dust at this point. You can do anything, and if you desire something or someone, you can have them. There's a lot of gurus out there that will tell you it has to be this way, it has to be done this way, you have to do this, you're not doing it right. You're a soul having a human experience, which is ever evolving. It's always in a constant state of flow. You're going to experience things that your human mind will deem as a mistake or as bad. Even if you think you did everything right, you're still going to have emotions that are negative, you're still going to have contrast, you're still going to experience things that are less than fun. But there is no such thing as good and bad. Everything just is. Life is set up to have balance, and so you need both. They create balance, like I said, but they also create value. If you didn't know what you didn't want, you wouldn't know what you do want. There's absolutely no perfect way to be a human, okay? There's no perfect way. So if you find someone that tells you that there is, they're lying. And once you accept all parts of yourself, like your light self and your shadow self, that's when you can start cooking. That's when things get juicy, when you accept yourself as you are. And that's a journey that is going to take time. So to begin a spiritual journey, you want to start off with setting intentions for this journey. Ask yourself, what do I hope to achieve through my spiritual journey? Write down goals, write down your desires, and with this, allow yourself to go as far and beyond and deep into your imagination as you possibly can. But also with setting intentions, this is where discernment comes in, because as time goes on and as you go through this journey, you'll begin to learn yourself, and you'll begin to learn what is truly your desires and what was someone else's desire. You'll realize that not everything that you thought you wanted, you actually want. You live in a really noisy world, and there's constantly marketing and advertising telling you that you need this and you need that to make yourself feel better. You need this so that you can go and be this person that you want to be. They're literally fighting for your time, your attention, your focus, to try and tell you what you should want so that they can get more money. This is where you got to set your intentions so that you can learn along the way what is it that you truly desire. And discernment to the max is needed, because not everything is spiritual just because it's labeled that way, and not all that glitters is gold. I have watched so many YouTube videos over the last couple of weeks, I've been having my own epiphanies and realizing that I want to get back to myself, my true, authentic self. But besides that, I've been coming across so many videos of people who have achieved so many great things, and on the outside you think they have to be living the best life, they have to be rich, they have to be that person that I want to be. But through listening to their true authentic stories, you realize that most of the time they got screwed over to get to where they were. There was a lot of learning lessons along the way, and I think the biggest thing that was just so mind-blowing to me is that no amount of money, no amount of any fame, whatever it may be, made them feel any better. No amount of anything made them get out of the low vibrational place, made them feel like they belong, them feel like they are deserving, that they are worthy. There was this person, I forgot her name, but I'll try and edit it in. She grossed a business to $8 million, and you would think, oh my God, you are amazing, like you're everything I want to be. But for me, it was mind-blowing because it was the fact that you have all this experience under your belt. You've literally made a business to $8 million, and somewhere in here, you're still comparing yourself to other people. You still feel the way that I feel right now, working a 9-to-5. And then that saying where they're like, you're trading your 9-to-5 for 24/7. Not all that glitters is gold, because you really think you're gonna get this thing and it's going to be just like how you imagine, and then you get it, and there's a lot of things that you learn. And that's not to say don't go after anything. Obviously, I'm here to encourage everyone to achieve their dream, to be the best person that they want to be, to just be themselves and accept themselves, the light version and the shadow version. However, at the same time, I see where we sometimes get caught up in our fantasy. We sometimes like to think that everything that's shiny and that glitters is gold, and that gold is going to get us to where we want to be, when in actuality, where you want to be is an emotional state of being. It's not a physical place. Like, yes, obviously have physical desires, because that's what we live. We live on a 3D dimensional plane that is going to create physical thing, but it's the emotional state. And Abraham Hicks, one of her teachings is, everything that you want is because that you believe you'll be happy in the having of it, which is true. Like, you start to think of all the things that you want, and then you go into like, okay, why do I want this? And oftentimes it's because you'll feel some sort of positive emotion because you'll have it. So you have to figure out a way to feel that now. I know that was a bit of a tangent and I was like off, but I just really want to emphasize that not all that glitters is gold. Like, you think having a business is a great, amazing thing, and it will be. But also make room for the light and the shadow. A great way to begin to hear yourself and your intentions is stillness, meditation. Like I said, there's so much noise in this world that not everything you think, not everything you feel is actually yours. And I know that's a bit much to like start a spiritual journey. However, you're gonna go on this spiritual journey and there's gonna be so much noise. You're gonna watch so many videos, you're gonna do so many things, you're gonna journal, you're gonna feel every single emotion that you could possibly feel, okay? And you're gonna be so confused. And I feel like if I would have told myself when I started my spiritual journey that like, not all that glitters is gold. Not everything you see, not everything you think, not everything you hear, not everything you feel is true. I feel like I would have gotten to where I am now a whole lot better, a whole lot faster. There's constantly people outside of ourselves that are telling us what we should do, how we should do it, where we should do it, when we should do it, how we should feel all the time. So naturally, some of those desires don't come from your heart. They don't come from you. They come from someone else. You watch a bunch of movies and they're like, in order to be rich, you gotta have a yacht. In order to be rich, you gotta have $1 million mansion. When you can be a millionaire and not want any of that. You can be a millionaire and live in your mom's basement. You can do whatever makes you feel good. You can do whatever your heart genuinely desires. Yes, a lot of people will call this little segment that I'm talking about a spiritual awakening, because you start to realize not all that glitters is gold, not everything you actually want. Also, just along this journey, you'll realize that truthfully, everything you want really is because you think you'll feel better. So if you can just find a way to feel better now. I have 2 other videos. One video was how to shift realities, and the other one is how to continue your spiritual energy, like keeping that up. They'll be linked in the description box down below. But the biggest thing that's going to help you is learning how to quiet your mind. Stillness will begin the journey. And understand that this is a journey. It's not going to be done within a month, especially if you start traveling into your shadow self and doing a lot of shadow work and healing a lot of trauma, childhood trauma, etc. It really then will be a journey. And also understand, throughout this journey, you're going to have multiple awakenings. You're going to once think something was like this, and then something happens, or you watch something, or you read something, you watch a movie, and you start to ponder and think about it and be like, wait a minute. I literally last week I just had another awakening, realizing that not all that glitters is gold. That's gonna be the theme of this video pretty much, because when I tell you my mind was blowing, my mind was just blown. No materialistic thing is gonna make it better. So Nature is so powerful and is the source of spiritual energy. It literally can remind you that there is power in stillness. We live in a world, like I said, that's full of noise. But with that noise, there's also a constant rush of energy, which leads to burnout and all these other things that we're trying to figure out how to get away from, how to get out of. But there's power and resting. We think too damn much. We do too damn much. You got to get out of the noise. There's always someone or something telling you how to live your life, that you should buy this course so that you can become a better person. I'm here to tell you that, yes, invest in yourself. Absolutely. Invest in skills, invest in knowledge, and do your damn thing. But also have discernment of what you should take, what you should internalize, and what you should leave. Spend time outdoors. Observe the beauty around you. Feel the connection with the earth. This can be incredibly grounding and refreshing, reminding you of who you are and that you don't need the materialistic thing to start shifting your emotions, so that you can have that materialistic thing. Again, you can have anything you want. I am here to encourage you. You can have anything you want. There's just certain things that I learned along the way that I'm like, if only I had told myself. And with that, befriend yourself. You are your best friend, okay? You know you since you came onto this earth. No one can tell you your desires. No one can tell you if you can have those desires. Only you can do that. So if you want to really get into your spiritual journey, start with exploring your fears and your childhood traumas. That is where you will learn the most about the beliefs that you picked up and what was created, why you feel the way you feel. Most likely it's because somebody told you or made you feel that way. But it's like accepting that. Accepting doesn't mean that it is true. Accepting doesn't mean that it's okay. It's just creating room for your shadow self, because your shadow self is just as important as your light self. Last thing I have is cultivating a habit of gratitude and reflection. Keeping a journal and writing down things that you're grateful for and reflecting on a lot of your experiences, that also helps start the journey. That also helps with the journey, because when you go through those experiences and then you ponder on them later, your mind will somehow be like, I didn't even realize that. But this practice does bring a lot of positivity in your life. It gets you back to yourself, because you'll go through this journal and then you'll probably leave it alone for like a long time, and then you'll come back to it and you'll read it and you'll be like, I wasn't as bad as I thought I was. And then that whole process will probably just start over again. Don't be so quick to label life. Don't be so quick to label your experiences, to not entirely understand what happened, how it happened. It's okay to not care entirely where you are right now. We're all there, okay? Everyone has a desire that they believe is going to get them to that happy place. It's okay to want something different. It's okay to want to be somewhere different. But when you're not at that end goal, that materialistic thing, try as much as you can to appreciate where you are, because I'm pretty sure at one point you wanted to be here where you are, given a different circumstance. You're never behind in life. There's literally no step-by-step way on how to be a human. There's literally no step-by-step way on how to live your life. If you want 18 jobs, I don't know if I recommend that. But at the same time, follow your heart, because you have no idea where those 18 jobs will take you. You have no idea where those skills will take you. It's kind of hard being into spirituality and like sharing what I've learned, because obviously that's specific to my journey. But at the same time, I don't know, I just have this strong desire to help people and encourage people, because I know along my journey there were so many videos that I watched, and it was like I just kept beating myself up because I wasn't doing something right. I wasn't being a certain way. I've come to realize that you are who you are, and that alone is good enough. Okay, there's people out there that want what you have. There are people out there that want to be you. Even if you can't see it right now, there's somebody that if they could be you, they would be you. So I want to share the encouragement of be who you are, just as you are. Like, do your thing. If you want to quit your job to pursue your dream, quit your job to pursue your dream. If it takes going through 18 different jobs to realize your dream, then let it. Like, don't be so quick to label life. I know the world labels life, and I know the world is so quick to be like, that's bad, you're mean, you're rude, you're disgusting. But that's where you got to be still. That's where you got to meditate and just quiet your mind, clear out the noise, because those people, they're equally miserable. Like I said, $8 million, and you still are comparing yourself to someone else. And that's not a bad thing. It's just mind-blowing to me that money didn't solve how you felt about yourself. Money didn't solve the pressure that you feel to take care and please other people. And we're over here like money's going to solve everything. This shirt, it's going to solve your entire life. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. So don't be so quick to label anything. Let yourself feel, let yourself experience, let yourself be yourself. I honestly think the spiritual journey is literally, at the end of the day, just letting yourself be human. But you're never behind in life, and don't make choices based off of the world or because the world told you to, because the world said it's right. As you see, the world and its trends keep changing every damn day. So remember, your spiritual journey is personal. It's unique. It's you. There's no right or wrong way to go about it. Trust your intuition. Enjoy the process. It's gonna be hard. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. But as much as you can, trust your intuition. Trust the process. Enjoy the process. And that is all I have for you from my little rant. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, if you felt encouraged, I welcome you to subscribe. I am going to start an email list, newsletter list, and I want to make my weekly epiphanies and things just to talk about. I'm also super into photography, so there'll be stuff related to that too. That will all be in the description box down below. And that's it. Go live your best life.